everyone. I'm Omotayo, your digital lawyer. You're welcome to my very first YouTube video. I'm so excited about this journey. So this channel is dedicated to educating and informing you all, particularly creatives, business owners, yes, SMEs, small, medium enterprises. So I'm going to teach you a lot of things about legal tips on how to protect your business, how to know your rights as a business owner, how to protect your trade secrets, how to protect your intellectual property rights, your copyrights, trademarks, as you all know, patents. And you will get to know a lot more in the course of this video and subsequent videos. Of course, I can't wait to start this journey with you. I hope you get to learn a lot. So do well to ask questions. I will answer your questions as time goes. So we're starting right about now with the introductory aspect of intellectual property. You want to know what it is, right? Yes. So welcome back. Like I said earlier, I'm Omotayo, your digital lawyer, and we're starting with the introductory aspect of intellectual property. So you already know to some extent that when you buy a book or when you get a copy of a book, though the owner of that book has some rights, right? So it has some rights to protect. So you don't just get to copy that book or buy it for free. Such rights are covered by intellectual property law, right? So also you get to listen to some songs on TV, or you see some musical artists perform some videos or some songs on TV or on the internet, and then you want to buy it, you want to purchase such songs. So a part of that money goes to the artist for its originality, for creating that song, right? And there are also times where you see some drugs, some innovations. You see people create things like new drugs, new inventions. They're also covered by intellectual property rights. So all these things are things you all know generally. You know that the term intellectual property is reserved for types of property resulting from the creation of the mind. So you want to say, I do not have landed property, I do not have money, I do not have this. You have your mind, you're creative, you have something unique, so that property belongs to you. That product of your mind, that product of your brilliance, of your intelligence, it is yours and can be protected. So that is where intellectual property comes into play. So there are different types, as we'll see. There are different forms, rather, of intellectual property rights. So we have the copyright, which is one of the most common ones. We have the copyright, we have the trademark, we have the patent, we have industrial designs, and you also have unfair trade. Yes, unfair trade. You get to know these rights, you get to know about these rights subsequently in the course of my videos that I'll be bringing up soon. So copyright basically has to do with the rights to your artistic work, your artistic work, your literary work, your sound. So copyright can be simpler terms, to be useful to artists or authors. You know, you write. If you're a writer, you're entitled to your copyright, and that is your own property, your intellectual property. Like I said earlier, the property of your mind. So literary, artistic works, sound recordings, musical works, these are all qualified as copyright. They're qualified as copyright works. Yes. So let's move to the next one. The next one is patent. So when you have an invention, there are so many creative people all over the world, and just imagine in the course of this COVID-19 pandemic, right? And someone comes up with a vaccine or comes up with an invention that is going to heal the world, cure everyone or cure people of the coronavirus. That is an invention. You don't want to just take that invention and not recognize the the brilliance, the industry, the hard work of the inventor. So this is where intellectual property comes from. Such works are protected and they are called intellectual property rights once the person has protected them. So that is where patent. So another one I'd like to talk about is the trademark, where you have your unique logo, you have your unique design, a word, a name that is unique and known to your own brand, specifically to your own, that you can identify you with your brand. That is a trademark, just like the name implies, trade mark. So the mark of your trade, it's that simple, very easy, but you have to protect it. So you just don't have a mark and you think it's yours. Who knows you? Is it registered? So these are things that you have to consider before you say this is your right. Otherwise, you're entitled to this right. Example of a trademark, like, you know, like the Apple right now, the iPhone, the word is trademarked. The sign, that's their logo, Apple, is trademarked. Okay, so in the course of my videos, you will get to see and understand what trademark is, what copyright is, what patent is. Then industrial design is a particular design identifiable with a brand, let's say a pattern or shape in which that industry, you know, makes their products, and no one else should ever. It stops, it prevents every other person from making products that resembles theirs or looks like theirs, so people are not misled. Perfect example is Coca-Cola. Who likes Coke? So you see their bottle, the shape of Coke. No other Coke, no other not Coke rather, no other Coke has that type of bottle. It is unique to them. So even when you are sleeping or you just wake up and then someone shows you a Coca-Cola bottle without Coca-Cola written on it, you should be able to identify that that is Coca-Cola. So this is where industrial design comes from, and no other person can use. Any other person that uses it, they have the right to sue for infringement. Then the next one I would like you to consider, or I would like to discuss with you, which is not so popular, is unfair competition. Yes, so a competition can be unfair, and that is also a form of intellectual property right. So you have to protect your consumers, yes, from buying products from another person. That's from buying products that are similar to yours from your competitor, especially when your competitor is deliberately making attempts to steal your consumers, steal your customers. Okay, so you have that right, that, oh, this particular product is mine, this particular mode of creation of this product is mine. You can't compete with me in such an unfair manner. You can't mislead people to buy your product in the guise that they are buying mine. Okay, so you're making all the profit and then my industry has come to a waste. So that is unfair competition. And another one that's not so popular, another form of intellectual property right that's not so popular but it's really, really important. You all know about Domino's Pizza, right? You know about Indomie noodles, yes? So you also know about Coca-Cola. I like to use Coca-Cola particularly. If you taste Domino's Pizza and you taste every other kind of pizza, now disclaimer, this is no advert for Domino's or Coca-Cola whatsoever. I just want you to understand properly what trade secrets is about. So if you taste Domino's Pizza and you taste every other pizza, you can really tell this is Domino's Pizza, this is Domino's, this is any other kind of pizza. It's because they have a trade secret that's protecting their secret ingredients. So even when you Google it up, you check YouTube videos for how to make pizza, if it's not Domino's Pizza, it can never be like Domino's Pizza. Same with Indomie noodles. Every other kind of noodles may taste like Indomie, but it is never ever like Indomie. Now this is no advert, I just want you to understand. So you can liken this with Coca-Cola too. You taste every other kind of Coke, it's not like Coca-Cola, it's different. I'm not saying Coca-Cola is better though, but you should know their trade secrets are protected. So this is also another form of intellectual property rights. And back to copyright, I missed something. It is an auxiliary right to copyright. It is called related right. So when a musical artist writes a song, then somebody else performs that song. That performance right is a related right. It is related to the copyright of that original song. This is also an intellectual property right, and all these rights are enforceable in any court of law depending on your national protects intellectual property rights. All these rights are enforceable, so if your right has been infringed upon, you can actually address the matter in a court of law. Yes, in Nigeria it's usually the federal high court that has jurisdiction to hear matters regarding intellectual property rights. So basically, if I give examples, I believe in your mind you can answer these questions. You can answer any question whatsoever. So how does this affect your business? How do you think protecting your intellectual property rights can affect your business as an SME or as a creative? That will be the topic for discussion in the next video. So watch out for my next video. I hope you learned a lot from this. If you have concerns, you can drop your comments below, like YouTube people say. You can drop your comments below. You can hit the like button if you like this video. You can also ask questions in the comment section, okay? And please do not forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel, because I'll be creating loads of content, loads and loads of content that you will like as a creative, as an entrepreneur, as an individual generally who has a brain and a mind of their own, of course.